Hello, everyone. My name is Danny. This review is for the movie called Monster Hunter. This is a 2020 film. It was just in theaters this last weekend. It's rated PG-13. It's for everybody. It runs an hour and 40 minutes. It stars Mila Jovovich, Tony Jaa, and T.I. The description is when Lieutenant Artemis and her loyal soldiers are transported to a new world, they engage in a desperate battle for survival against enormous enemies with incredible powers. Feature film based on the video game by Capcom. This does already have almost 1,800 grades on IMDb. I do not agree with the grade, but I'll get to that here in a little while. And this is called Monster Hunter. Thank you everybody for watching this video. I was very happy to go see this. I was looking forward to it for a while. I'm very much a Mila fan. I own all the Resident Evil movies here behind me somewhere. And I'm just going to think differently on this, okay? You might have watched a couple of reviews. This one's going to be different. The couple of critiques or notes I've heard on this movie since watching it, I can understand, but I don't agree with, or I just don't care. When you're looking forward to a certain movie or a certain actor, every single different person in this world, they have certain movies and certain actors that they look forward to. Mila is one of those for me. I was extremely disappointed in the Sherlock Holmes movie that she was in. I thought that thing was boring. I thought it was too meticulous and everything. But this one has such big things happening. The only thing that really bothered me, truly, is her and this Hunter character having just them as interaction for most of the movie. It got a little dull with them just sitting around or just interacting or just waiting until it was time to go do something. And the other note that was thrown out that I really kind of agree with, it was kind of an oversight to this movie, is if the hunter's leader in his world has spoken English for a while, why doesn't the hunter speak more English? It's like he doesn't understand English at all. And so him and Mila have to kind of deal with that obstacle, and it really doesn't make much sense that they have to. So those are really the two big things that bother me, is them being by themselves most of the movie and the fact that he doesn't speak English, even though he's have obviously been exposed to it. Um, Everything else, like the editing being like Resident Evil. Well, I love the Resident Evil movies, so I wasn't bothered by that at all. I love the action scenes. I love the slow motion stuff. I love that kind of stuff. I love, I'm used to it. I love the movies that have it included in it with the Resident Evil movies, so I'm not bothered by anything as far as the editing, the production, things like that didn't bother me at all. So the monsters are obviously impressive. Pretty much everybody's saying that, even if they hated this movie. And I very much agree with that, and I think that should catapult your opinion. I don't think you should be able to go online and give this movie a 1 out of 10 if you really like the creatures and the graphics and stuff. That should be enough of the movie that you liked that you should give this movie a better rating than a 1 out of 10. That's kind of ridiculous. Um, the other thing that just throwing it out there, a little bit of a spoiler if you haven't seen this movie yet. When the crew gets separated from their captain, their lieutenant, I don't understand why they didn't try to reconnect the rest of the movie, but at the end that everybody supposedly hates, I'll get to that in a second. I can understand why the crew got separated, and I'm going to be okay with it moving forward. It's just while you're watching this movie, it's kind of like, what's going on? Like, why are we not, tying up loose ends? So, the fact that this, as a standalone movie, has loose ends might be a little bit unfavorable to it, but honestly, after you watch the movie, it makes sense. So I don't know. I don't think it hurts it all that much. Um, Speaking to the ending, um, I can understand you getting frustrated with it. Okay, you're going to this movie, especially in theaters, whatever else. You watch the whole thing. Maybe you have some problems with it here and there. Maybe you hate it. Maybe you think it's boring, and then the ending happens. I can understand why the ending would upset a lot of people. My question to you is, did you get upset at the Twilight endings, the Lord of the Rings endings, the Harry Potter endings? Like, movies do this. When they know they're going to have another one, they let it continue to the second one. It's happened before. This is not a new thing. So if you're going to get mad at this movie, I want to know in the comments below that you hated the endings to Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, all those other movies, and whatever else. I mean, there are a million movies that do this. So it's not a new concept. I don't think it's anything to get angry about. It didn't really bother me. It just said, oh, okay, there's going to be another one. So I really like Monster Hunter. I think people should be on my side. Obviously, nobody online really is, which is kind of crazy. But I cannot be the only one standing by myself here. I'm going to give Monster Hunter a B plus. It is this close away from being an A. Honestly, the big thing for me is the fact that they were sitting around, two people not doing much for a lot of the movie. But when they did things, it was amazing. It was fast paced. It was action. It was drama. It had a point of trying to return to this point to get home. The whole time stuff seemed fine. They gave a introduction to the crew at the beginning of the movie and kind of brought them back at the end. Brought things around. Mila knows what she's doing. I'm always going to be a fan of hers. So if this is going to be more of a series like Resident Evil, I can only be happy. So a B plus for Monster Hunter. Don't hate on it too much, alright? Thanks a lot, guys. My name's Danny. If you like this and my other videos, try and get some of them to watch. Like and subscribe to my channel if you would. Enjoy movies. Thanks.